The first cars were built in the 1880s. Within a decade, men had started to race them. Some raced head-to-head against each other in contests that became Daytona, Indianapolis, Formula One. Others raced against the clock. For them the goal was to set the world land speed record. The land speed record was a British institution for the first 60 years of the 20th century. Then the impetus shifted to the United States, to a new breed of speed aficionados called drag racers, hot rodders. Of the 8 Americans to emerge at the forefront of this contest, only 2 were left standing by the mid-1960s, Craig Breedlove and Art Arfons. In just 2 years they would set the record 8 times on Utah's Bonneville Salt Flats, pushing it up through 400, 500, and 600 miles per hour, and experiencing some of the most spectacular crashes in motorsport history. Here's their story and the sounds. First, Craig Breedlove on his early days as a hot rodder. Here he recalls drag racing on an LA street at the age of 16.
When I hit the railroad tracks at well over 100 wide, that thing went right out from under me, and I ended up in a flip crash and came through the soft top, and I was thrown out of there. It had a 40-Ford steering wheel that I had wrapped into a kind of a pretzel design as I departed the vehicle, and it knocked me out of my shoes and split my head wide open and also broke my neck.
Art Arfons getting his jet car Green Monster ready on the Bonneville Salt Flats for a run at the record.
Let that bar, Mac. Okay. Where's the gun like that? Ed? Where's the charges at?
They're in, you see. All you gotta do is hook these plugs on.
The start of Craig Breedlove's land speed attempt in his jet car Spirit of America, 1964.
You off? They said right in a few seconds they'll be ready to go. He's on his way. Hey, hey!
He's on his way! Get off the top there!
He's on his way.
Breedlove passing through the clocks at over 500 miles per hour.
He's coming. He's moving right along. He's really pouring it on. Here he comes. He's getting close to the finish line. He's approaching it right now. He's past the finishing line. He hasn't jumped
There's trouble. Craig has lost his chutes and his brakes. He can't stop. He careens off the end of the course and crashes into a lake where he nearly drowns trapped inside his car. This next clip was recorded just moments later.
Suppose you get a water speed record on that too?
I think so. What do you think you are, a cop or somebody? That's a special class. What a ride! Yo, Bill, for my next trick! You didn't make it. You're a winner, Dad. I'll set myself on fire.
Craig recalls an encounter with Art at the State Line Casino in Wendover, Utah.
So he came up to me and said, "What's going to happen here?" He said, if you set this record, am I going to then come back and then you come back and then the two of us are just going to go until there's a fatality or what?" But I said, well, you know, I really hadn't looked at it that way, but I guess that's certainly a possibility.
Behind the rivalry between Breedlove and Arfons was an even fiercer competition between tire manufacturers Goodyear and Firestone. Here's Humpy Wheeler, sales manager of Firestone's racing division in 1965.
I mean, you really bang heads with Goodyear, don't you?
Oh, Jack, I'm serious.
It's war.
This is all out blood stinking war. There's no question about it. This is as rough a competition as anybody in the automobile business gets into.
Humpy again on the danger of land speed racing.
There's one thing about land speed driving that is different than any kind of race driving. You can lose control of a car at Indianapolis at 190 and hit the wall and walk out of it, if you're lucky. But if a guy gets into a problem at Bonneville at anywhere over 350, the sheer impact, I don't care what kind of protection he gets around him, is going to kill him. And this is one thing that these guys, they've got to be in these guys' mind when they're running 500 miles an hour, that anything that goes wrong with that car, they've had it.
In 1966, Art Arfons crashed for the third time in his quest for the record, this time at more than 600 miles per hour. It was the end of the greatest rivalry in land speed history. In this last clip, Art's friend Ed Snyder arrives distraught at the wreckage.
There's chunks of rubber laying there. Come on, Tom. Yeah, stop. Oh, God, I don't even want to go down. Parts in the car all over. See, pull over here. Oh, my God. Oh, it's every place.